Hello YouTube, Beanie from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. Yeah, I've got a Mitchell. So, you know the story, I'll play it for a little bit, then I'll plug in my mic, and I'll tell you the pros and the cons, the goods and the bads, likes and dislikes. Yeah. So, I normally warm up. I use really stiff hand grips, you know, the exercise things, because you can see my arthritic fingers. And I keep on bending them and stuff like that, keep them loose. And because I was so busy today, I didn't have any time to exercise and stretch out my fingers. So I found that out while I was playing another guitar just a minute ago, and I was like, oh man. So they're a little stiff, but we'll get through it. And I'm only saying that because I'm using that as an excuse, just in case I don't sound too good. I'm gonna go through my my boost and then kick in some more heat mod. I forgot what this is. Oh, I thought it was Voodoo Child. Got a coil split. Go up to the neck. Bridge. That doesn't sound like a single coil strat. I know what does. Kick in some more heat. With the coil split, still splitting the coil. Okay, enough of that. Yeah. Whoa. What a beast of a guitar. Man. I can't tell you really how impressed I am. So let's see if this works. The light is on. It is clipped. In the old plug it in, plug it in. Come on there. Right. Hopefully it's plugged in. Hopefully it's picking up my voice, and hopefully the phone doesn't fall off like it did just before when I was making a prior video. All right, so let's get down to this here guitar. I made a trade deal again with Hank from Hank's Guitars in Palm Harbor, Florida, off of US 19, behind the Wendy's. Yeah, just a little promo there for him. You know what I mean? For those that live around here, around the area, everyone that comes to my house that buys a guitar, I give them my card with my YouTube um, uh, address on it, whatever you want to call it, to spread the word. So if they're watching and they need a good guitar tech, forget Guitar Center, because from my experience, their techs suck. I've never tried anyone else other than private guys, and Hank was working out of his house before he opened up a shop. And the more I go in there, the more I like the guy. Now, with that said, these, from what I understand, the Mitchell brand is a house brand of Guitar Center. Now, look at the way the jack is on the side. Isn't that cool? I know I have one of these stupid L jacks that it's got that little ring around it where it's got to be in, but it's cool. It's like the Ibanez, the way they have the jack in on an angle. And it's not in the back like the Chauvel's, because that's annoying, right? You ever had one? So that's super cool. Now the other thing is, this is a mahogany neck and body, and it's a thin line. You can see it's got a quilted maple veneer with a beautiful wood binding going all the way around, which of course you can't see the wood binding, but trust me, it's there. There you go, right around there. And it's also got wood binding on the neck, which almost looks like it's flamed. Can I? No, you can't see it, man. You just can't see it. So, of course, I'm going through Craigslist, and I saw this on there, and he was selling it for 200 guitar and case. And I was like, wow, man, let me check that out, because the case is a good hard shell Roadrunner case. It's like, you could always use another case, because I've got guitars over there in gig bags, and I'd rather have them in the case. So I started doing YouTube videos, as usual. We all do it, saying, let me check out this Mitchell. As far as I know, I remember seeing these in Guitar Center, and from what I was told, it's a Guitar Center house brand. Like Harley Benton, they have them made specifically for them. And they were getting a lot of heat. A lot of people that I know, when they first started coming out, were complaining about it. So this one here, I don't know how you could read the serial number on this, but it's YK17010202160, if I read that correctly. So this is a MS400, and it is made in China. Yeah. And I was like, wow, a couple of videos that I've seen on this, because they have a 400 and they have a 450 model. Everyone was just like saying how great they are. And I said to myself, that looks pretty cool. 200, you know, I've got other guitars that, maybe I could make some kind of a deal, because the one that I traded with them, I had a guy, again, the deal, Craigslist, called me up a week ago, like on a Wednesday, and said he wants to come out on a Monday when he goes to Costco, because he doesn't live. I think he said he's in St. Pete or something like that, and he wants to come at the same time he goes to Costco because he's going to be around the same area. And I definitely want it. He says, I definitely want it. I'm going to buy it. And then Monday morning rolls around. I think it was like 12:30. I get a text. Oh, I'm going to have to pass right now. So, yeah, you get that a lot. And I got fed up. So I brought it to Hank's, because when I looked up the email address and the phone number, I'm like, that's Hank from Hank's Guitar Shop. Well, let me just shoot him a text and say, yeah, I want it. I'll be in. I'll be in for it on Monday. Bring my other guitar, just in case. Either either way, I didn't care. So the videos were fantastic on here. That's when I learned about the jack being on the side. That's when I learned that the knobs are routed into the body. So if I do the coil tap, you could see it's routed in on each one. Cool. The three-way toggle switch is routed into the guitar. So even if I wanted to put a poker chip on here, which why would I? Why would I cover this beautiful quilted maple top? It's called a lemon drop, by the way, the color, as far as I recall. I think that's cool. It's set in. You've got zebra humbucking pickups. I don't remember what they were. Yep, it's not coming to me. They're not microphonic, but they sound great. The other thing is that this is it's equivalent to a Graphtec. What do they say? Something about the neck where it's got the friction on the strings where you to keep it in tune. I forgot. If you know, leave it in the comments for people that might want to know. The headstock is cool because this here is also contoured. It's beveled on the top and the bottom. Flipping it over, you've got locking tuners, standard, and they are perfectly aligned with the guitar. You know, that's awesome. And let me see. Okay, you have a cutaway here as well. You have a little bit of a bevel here as well, you see, to get to it. It's a string through design, which to me, it's like having a Telecaster with the strings through with much better sustain. It's got a belly cut, right? It's a curved top, arch top, whatever they want to call it. Now on the back, it is shielded with that paint. So shielded in the back. From what I understand, they have the dime size 500K pots for the humbucking pickups. And here's your coil tap to split the pickup from a humbucker to a single coil. There's your neck through. You notice how it's on an angle for the intonation, right? Sweet. I wasn't going to remove this. I just removed the two right there. You could see it's a proper three-way, almost identical to the ones that's in the Epiphones that I have. And that's great. So that's shielded because my Epiphones aren't shielded. And the plates that I removed are also shielded. Now you've got a Indian rosewood neck fingerboard, not neck, Indian rosewood fingerboard on here. And they almost look like a little shy of medium jumbo frets. So let's just say medium frets. They're not that thick and they don't have a lot of height to them. They're not as meaty as what I'm used to, but what I prefer, I should say. I'm used to playing frets like this because it's very similar to an old Stratocaster, which is what I've played most of the time. I used to play an old 70s Stratocaster. That was my main workhorse. But yeah, and the inlays, these look like abalone inlays, like an animal scratched them, and that's super cool too. So yeah, this guitar has a lot going for it. Now, getting down to the nitty gritty, because I own it and I can say whatever I want about it. All you have here is the scarf joint where the neck is attached to the body. That's it, right there. It's not a complaint. That's just an observation. Now, I also heard guys say it's a neck through design, but I'm almost certain it is a set neck. The wood grain matches pretty good, and there is a piece here. If you could see, it's a 3-piece mahogany back. You could see the line here. Excuse me. So, yeah, set neck, and no complaints. These button straps are fantastic, nice and fat. I never have to worry about the strap coming off. I don't have to worry about finding the little rubber washes I got from Bonamassa because I don't know where they went. A nice thin neck. I would say a nice thin C neck on here. See the neck? C neck. So all in all, a fantastic instrument. $200 with a Road Runner hardshell case is a steal. And again, you know, it's a good deal from a good guitar store that has a great tech. Yep, another little promo right there. But I love it. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I can't believe that I used to walk past these so many times in Guitar Center because I used to just go by the headstocks. And then, if it was a brand name that I'm familiar with, then I go from the head down. I never looked at the rest of it. I never picked one up. I never plugged one in. I never played one hot or cold until today. I saw it and I just knew that I was going to like it and I wanted it. And he's like, plug it in, make sure everything works before you. I trust you. Don't worry. No, I'll plug it in. As soon as, and it was sitting for a while. It was at a tune. But as soon as I was playing it, I was like, wow, this feels great. Just, and the only thing I had to do was tune it because it's been sitting, in the store for a while. And just like my guitars in here, you got humidity, and I'm in a climate control house where the AC runs constantly. But still, I could tune the guitar and then hang it back up, and then next morning pull it down, and a string or two or three might be out of tune because of you know, the weather in the house, the hot and cold coming and going. But what a fantastic guitar! So if you see one of these and you have any doubt, don't doubt yourself. Unless it's like a hunk of junk that someone destroyed, this was probably like a great guitar for a kid just starting out or a beginner guitar player. And if they take care of it, it'll last them for a long time and they're always going to enjoy it. And, I'm not a professional player, but I've been playing for a long time and I know what's good and I know what's not. And I love this thing. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. And have a good day.
Oh yeah, I've got something else coming. Yeah, hold off for that.